Hey team, I'm Alexandra Eidenberg. I am the founder and president of The Insurance People, and I'm also the founder of an organization called Mom Plus Baby that supports women and children online, in person on the Hill. We're excited to be here today with Katie Jeep. I am extremely passionate about mompreneurship. As a mom of two with a third on the way, I believe that mompreneurship is a great way to leverage being the mom your kids deserve, but also the career woman you deserve, and Katie is an amazing example of that. Katie Jeep is the owner of Musical Magic in Roscoe Village, and she's doing some terrific stuff. I'm excited to hear more about her business, and I'm very proud that she's also involved in our organization, Mom Plus Baby. She's a vendor and a sponsor, and we do events with her on the fourth Saturday of every month. Tell us more about you. What do you have going on? Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. So my name is Katie Jeep. I own Musical Magic in Roscoe Village, like you just said. Musical Magic provides interactive music classes for ages newborn to 4 and yoga classes for ages 4 to 6. And we have a great time. We jam, we sing, we have a great time.
I love it. Now tell me more about your family and how did you end up starting Musical Magic?
Yes, so I also have a 2-year-old daughter named Sloan. And, oh boy, my background is in theater. I worked on stage for 10 years after graduating from the theater school at DePaul University. And actually, after graduation, I started working with children. I did a lot of children's shows and just really enjoyed that aspect of performing. So my story is a little unique with Musical Magic because I did not start Musical Magic.
So tell me a little bit more about your business and what you guys are doing at Musical Magic.
Okay. So Musical Magic is in Roscoe Village. We provide interactive music classes for ages newborn to 4. And we also have just started providing yoga classes for ages 4 to 6.
Excellent.
Yeah.
As you know, I am not particularly the yogi, but I've seen people just get very excited for that class, and you just are offering amazing programming. I have the privilege of having both my kids in your classes, and they love it. We're coming into our 4th session, and you guys are really doing age-appropriate, just programming in your school, and it's amazing. Tell me more about how you became the owner of Musical Magic.
Well, it's a bit of a unique story. So I am not the founder of Musical Magic. I actually was applying for a job and ended up being hired by Musical Magic when I was working as an actor. So my background is in theater. I went to the theater school at DePaul University and graduated, worked on stage for 10 years. And by the end of that 10th year, I was just looking for another part-time gig to supplement my acting career.
Yeah. As many actors are.
Horrible waiter. I definitely went the admin route.
I like it.
And I started working with kids. I was doing a lot of children's theater and just loving it. And that I started kind of following along that path. So I was hired by the founder of Musical Magic. I worked for her for almost 2 years, and she was having a baby and decided that she wanted to sell. And I was just at a time in my life when I wanted to put more roots in the ground, and I loved working with the kids at Musical Magic as an employee. I mean, that was, like I said, it was a part-time gig. I was still acting. At the time, too, I was also working with senior citizens. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I was working at Musical Magic, and then Tuesday, Thursday, I was doing very similar work, working with senior citizens all over the Chicagoland area, communicating with children who are just learning to talk. And communicating with stroke victims is actually quite similar. So communicating with
that
them
turn of life,
through music, it's actually a universal language that can speak to both.
And your connection to music is amazing. So then you just got really ballsy and bought Musical Magic, which is amazing.
To describe it. She said she wanted to sell. I sort of sheepishly raised my hand and said I was considering buying. I have an acting degree, I definitely...
Ignorance is bliss in this situation.
Ignorance is bliss. And to clarify my story a little bit more, I took over Musical Magic after doing my due diligence and, conversing with my team of lawyers, which is actually my father, brother, sister, and uncle. And
the rest of the family except the one that chose theater.
Yeah, totally, exactly. No, I'm definitely the odd man out. So I ended up taking it over in March of 2011. I got married in August of 2011, and we were pregnant by October of 2011. So it was a whirlwind decision, one of those things that you just don't know what the heck you're
Yeah.
getting yourself into. I mean, like a first-time parent too, you know.
Right.
Let's
Well,
have a
I
child.
love that. So, first of all, many women don't have the balls to purchase a business. Not that they have any in general, but I find it to be amazing that you purchased a business. It's hard to get lending as a woman.
Yeah.
It's hard to get that audacity going. So it's amazing what you've been able to create. And then opposite to the person who founded it, you were like, I'm going to totally have my cake and eat it too. I'm going to get married. I'm going to have a kid. And I'm going to run this business, and I'm going to go full force ahead.
Yeah.
What has mompreneurship meant to you in that case?
Yeah, I became a mom and an entrepreneur all at once, really. It was so fast, and it was quite a whirlwind, but I've learned so much along the way. And, the woman who founded Musical Magic was my mentor. She did help me, she guided me through the process of showing me behind the scenes and, what she had built. And now I'm finding this confidence to actually build upon what she built. Obviously, I loved what she built. I still
or
love.
you wouldn't have bought it.
Exactly.
Right.
But now I'm making significant changes to find that ownership myself. And the one thing that I bring to the table that she didn't is that I'm a mom. Yeah. She was about to become a mom and sold. And she had built Musical Magic. It was in existence for almost 10 years. And then she went, on her merry way and became a wonderful stay-at-home mom. And I'm sure she's up to amazing things now.
I'm sure she is.
But, now I get to see it through the eyes of a mom. And I've seen my own daughter grow through the program. Yeah. She, we separate them by age group, right? So she was a boogie and baby, newborn to 12 months. She then moved on to pipsqueaks, 12 to 24 months, where your girls are now.
Yes, and we had class together for a brief session.
Exactly. Now she's graduated, she's a tap and toddler. She's in that 2 to 3 age range.
Yeah.
And I am really, through seeing my daughter specifically, now finding that I want to change the structure of the classes a little bit. These classes that have been in existence since 2002, I'm seeing in a new way. And it's
amazing how being a parent, previous to becoming a parent, I used to be like, I can't believe that mom's doing that. And then you realize you're now a mom doing that. Yeah. And it comes full circle that maybe that was the best technique at the moment.
You're the best parent before you become a parent.
Totally. Because you have all the best ideas.
Yeah, right. I had a lot of thoughts. I had a lot of ways that I was going to do things.
Right. And then reality hit in. And so now you're working with what you have. And I think that that's totally what being a mom is about, is, rolling with the day. And I know in my own business, it's that leveraging of being able to, take the kids to the office some days, work that part-time schedule and just make sure that I'm serving them, I'm serving me, I'm serving my clients, and it's that whole happy medium. How does Sloan feel about you being a business owner? Does she love having that going on?
She's very feisty. She is just really talkative. She loves Musical Magic, and she's there a lot. I mean, she's definitely coming to class once a week as a student, and she thrives. She really loves that program. She goes to many other classes in the city as well. She's one of those just kids that loves the circle time and loves to participate and be around other kids. The one challenge is that Musical Magic is sort of an extension of her own living room. So, that what we work on at Musical Magic, I think a little different than a lot of the other music classes in town, is we have different manipulatives, different props that we hand out for every song that we sing. And we work on selecting those props and then cleaning them up after each song that we sing. And Sloan, has a lot going on right now in her 2-year-old world of mine. Everything is mine. Everything is hers.
All of these toys at my mom's place are mine.
And it's a little confusing because at the same time, a lot of these things are hers because she's there, solo a lot. And so that, that's a little confusing. But she loves coming. And we find, working on that balance of home and work is a constant.
Always,
And, Sloan does a good job. Yeah. And I have help. That's the other thing about, how do I do it? How does anyone do it? Yeah. I had to find that voice of reaching out for help.
Yeah, you can't do it alone. I completely agree. Speaking of that, you're doing a lot in the community as well, and I'm, feel really grateful that you've stepped up with Mom Plus Baby, and you're one of our vendors and sponsors, and you're hosting an event with us once a month where you're giving back to the community through doing so. We have a program where when you buy a package, that it gives a class to a family in need, and I'm just so grateful that you're participating in that. Music is such an important part of growing up and early child education, and letting families that aren't able to afford the classes in has just been huge. So thank you for that. Yeah. You're amazing. I know that you're doing a lot of other things in the community too, though. Tell us more about that.
Well, we're in one of the most amazing communities in the city. Yeah. If you have a young family, Roscoe Village is just an awesome community to be a part of. Not only are all the side streets filled with young families and strollers and dogs, it's also just a great main strip of like businesses, there are a lot of businesses that cater to kiddos and young families, studios with like classes or boutiques that are just kid friendly, restaurants that, you know, if you're not asking for a high chair, they ask you what's wrong with you. Like, I mean, obviously Roscoe Village is definitely, you know, kid friendly. And I love being a part of it. I've worked closely with the Roscoe Village Chamber of Commerce and Roscoe Village Neighbors. They have great events going on that, of course, cater to young families. And I always want to put my hat in the ring and participate in some way.
Yeah.
There's always seasonal activities. We just wrapped up our super cool Halloween parade where all of the businesses open our doors and, of course, you know, participate in trick-or-treating. And then there's Winterfest that's coming up, you know, this winter where, of course, Santa is down at one of the hair salons and, you know, everyone gathers.
Right.
We all participate. We open our doors. We offer, you know, our services volunteer basis most often. And we, you know, have fun. We participate. We give back.
I love it. Well, thank you for being a mompreneur. You're doing amazing things on the home front, the work front, and in the community, and I think it's awesome. Now, what is your website so people can find you?
Musicalmagic.net.
Excellent. Well, thank you. We're so excited you were here today.
Yeah, thanks.
Check us out at mably.com and mediaadvisors.com for more mompreneurship interviews. I'm Alexandra Eidenberg. Thanks for being with us today.